How could I forget my hometown and everyone that's gone now? All the scars I've learned, right wrong turns, made me who I am now. I could never forget my hometown.
There he is, Louie the Singer, and this weekend the Fort Worth native will help close out the State Fair of Texas on Sunday. And he joins me now in studio to talk all about it and of course what else he's got in the works. Welcome, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay, my first question, being a North Texas native specifically, to close out the State Fair of Texas, so iconic, what does that mean to you?
I don't know, I'm still waking up, trying to wake up, you know, making sure it's real, but it's beautiful. Like I think the biggest part for me is getting to see my mom's face, you know, getting to see, you know, and then being from Fort Worth, we're the little brother, you know, so it's cool to represent and let people know, like, man, dreams happen for regular people too.
I want to ask you, because you just mentioned your mom, what was your parents, your family's reaction?
Man, it was crazy. Like, my mom couldn't believe it. My grandma was like, you know, whatever. But I feel like if my dad was still alive, he'd be the only one claiming, no, you're not. You're working, you got a mom, don't lie, you know? But no, it's cool. Like, I mean, anybody I've told is kind of like, oh, like one of the side stages? I'm like, no, the Chevy main stage. They're like, why? And I'm like, hey, you know. But no, it's cool. Family teases you, you know, it's how it is. But I'm excited, man. I'm from here. You know, we used to get tickets in school, you know, for the State Fair. And so, you know, getting to see the artists on the ticket and stuff like that. So getting to be that guy is just, it's surreal. It's a full circle moment for me.
I love that. Let's talk about the music specifically, excuse me. I know you're just coming off the tour for your latest record, One for the Hometown. Is there a song that you performed on tour that took on a meaning for you that you didn't even expect before you performed it live?
Hometown.
Yeah.
Hometown, which I already knew it was that. And when I first wrote the record, I would come home and ride. You know, I go out, if you know me, I ride horses. So I'm out riding and I would listen to that song just bawling. Like, oh, you know, like life has changed for me in such a beautiful way. God has blessed me in ways that I can't, you know, even, you know, imagine, that I couldn't imagine. So, you know, hometown, singing it on the road and like talking about my hometown while being on the road and then telling people how to relate it to them, it hit me like, yo, I'm still the same vato, but like this song means a lot to me, you know, and you know, it's where I'm from. It's where I lost my father, lost my freedom, where I became a father, where I lost a lot of these homies, and you know, the thing goes on. It must go on, but it's hometown was the one for me. You
know, you just spoke about this, and you recently posted about what being from Fort Worth means to you, how you stay humble, riding your horses, and you're being around your family. What about Fort Worth is so special to you?
There's just a memory every corner, like every corner store. Like I used to live a life I'm not proud of, and you know, I pass by some of those places and I see the same vatos doing the same stuff, and I'll never judge, you know, but I remember that sense of being lost, you know, and that same exit that I would have took, I'm now taking to go take my mom some lunch for lunch, you know, and going to ride the horse in that same exit. It's emotional, man, because, you know, again, my father's buried in that city. Yeah. I'm having to bury one of my homies Tuesday. Rest in peace to George. I'm gonna always miss you and love you, brother. I did these videos with him. I made skits with him. I've known him 15 years plus, but it's home. Yeah. That's what it is. So.
You have such a story, and you've had such a journey, are there any influences or any artists that maybe when you were a kid that really inspired you, that would surprise us when we see you and hear your sound now?
I wouldn't say surprise you, but I mean, for sure, Selena. You know, I grew up on Selena, George Strait, and all those. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson might be the one to surprise you, because, you know, I got some Mike moves, you know what I'm saying? You know, props to my mom and dad, you know, being young parents and into Michael. But yeah, I big Michael Jackson fan, maybe that's the one, you know.
What is your message to someone who looks at you and hears your story and wants to accomplish something big on their own and maybe accomplish something that they don't necessarily see around them all the time? What is your advice to someone?
You won't see it, only God will. And the moment you run it his way, boom, you're good. I'm capable of a lot of things. And, you know, my mom even says, you know, likes to hype me up, but the truth is, it's God. It really is. I can take all the credit. Yeah, I made it move, but God is everything behind what I do. I mean, anything you could think of. I'm not the most, you know, like probably the perfect example, because I'm gonna mess up tomorrow. But if you look at me and say, man, you know, just know that you could do it too. I'm just a regular vato with bad kids at home too, you know, trying to do them right. You know, now the babies are beautiful, man. But no, I'm just a regular person. Like, if you see me and see me doing it, then you can. I promise you can too. I'm nobody different.
And you are closing out the State Fair of Texas this weekend.
Yeah.
Awesome. Which song should everybody look forward to the most?
All of them. We're going to have the Texas Lone Star dancers on stage. I'm going to have more musicians, all kinds of stuff. State Fair is going to be amazing. Just expect a good time.
Congratulations on all your success. So excited for you. Louie the Singer, thank you for being with us.